Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, where you can see great games played badly. I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Yeah, we are back. I've let it play on for nearly 2 cycles now. We're probably going to get the drought warning any day now for the next drought. We got through the last one without too many problems. This district is still an issue with getting water in. We're increasing our storage. We've put in some more storage over here to boost that, but yeah, might need to put in another water pump down here. You may notice that I've opened this spillway. This was a suggestion from someone. I said I wasn't sure that I needed to do it, but it's certainly easier than the constant flooding we were getting. So yeah, I've just opened these 2 floodgates to half height, so we're getting a sort of regular flow in and a regular flow out, so it keeps a stable level in there. It's a little bit messy at this end, but yeah. Other than that, I've not really done much other than sort of bits and pieces of housekeeping, really. I've done nothing up here, I don't think. I've left this district pretty much alone, apart from the floodgates. This district I've left alone. This district I've added some extra, a little bit of extra farmland down here. And once we've got through the various explosives related projects that we need to get through, I'm going to start levelling this out. That's the idea anyway. And then we'll extend farmland. I've put in a connection between these 2 districts here. I've put in a lumberjack to get rid of all these dead trees, and I've put in some additional log storage up here. I'm thinking about putting in another, possibly, at least temporarily, another water dump to irrigate this, get some more farmland for this district. Not that there's a problem with food. I mean, they have nearly 2,000 food, and there's only 30 beavers in the district. They are going to need more housing at some point. Other bits and pieces. What else have I done? Not a lot, really. I've put in storage here and there. I've put in some additional little bits of wheat fields over here. This lumberjack has gone in, we talked about last episode, and it is taking the trees from here, so that's good. It has an additional supply of lumber for this district. Up in this district, the levee is finished. We have completed that, and we've started laying in explosives. I've already kind of tidied up the edges a bit, and brought everything down to this level, and now I'm just going to work my way through this level, and then we're down to here, so we can probably go down another couple of levels at least. But that's the plan there. Yes, where I cleared out to put in a farmhouse down here, somebody in the comments, and I absolutely can't remember, so I will put their name up in a caption. My memory is terrible, don't blame me. Said it was probably more of a storage issue, so I put in a large storage shed with space for just carrots, hang on, where are we? Potatoes, and grilled potatoes, which is rapidly filling up. That certainly helped, but I did also put in another farmhouse to help back up, keep the planting on a par with the harvesting, basically. Over here, as you can see, we have finished the next level of explosives. So, as Dawn is rolling around, he says, very slowly, we will set those off, and we will expect a serious amount of lag, I expect. Well, there we go. Little bit of lag there, yeah, to be expected. My PC is a few years old at this point, so it's to be expected. I will lay in the next lot of explosives then. Okay, and I have laid those explosives in. So that'll take a little while. To be honest, they're fairly efficient about getting these laid in. Once they get started, it doesn't take very long at all. A few days to do the whole thing. Apart from that, that's all I'm doing really. I'm hoping to get these water storages filled before the drought hits, but whether that will happen, I don't know. Is it worth building another? No, it's not worth building another water pump here, because once the drought hits, that will... no, I'm going to put one in. I'm going to put one in. I will shut it down when the drought hits. Yes, that's what I'll do. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Putting a water pump, and I'll shut that down when the drought hits, and I will... yeah, those are all prioritised by the haulers, so that's fine. Right. Over on this side, how are we doing? Okay, not bad. We're getting a fair few of these explosives laid in. I've also laid in some up here so we can lower this and maybe put in another staircase down here, because obviously we're going to put the water pump in here. And once all this is filled with water, we're not necessarily going to have a connection across to this side. So a connection down from here would be useful. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm going to lay in explosives here and build some steps down onto this levee. Other than that, we are as we are. So I will spin forward until the start of the drought, and we'll see where we stand. Okay, the drought has started. It's going to be 8 days. That's not great. That could be a problem. What I've done is I closed up everything as early as I dared. So, as you can see, we are pretty full right across the board. This district is, averagely full, but that's to be expected. Up here we're pretty full. Up at the top we're pretty full. So, we've got some water. Most of these districts are okay for water. This one is always going to be a problem, so there's not much we can do about that, really. This district should be okay, I think. It does have plenty of storage, even if not all of them are full, so it should be fine. Let's have a look. 767 should be enough, plus whatever we can pump out before the drought ends. So that should be fine. We should be okay, he says. We probably won't be okay. Food-wise, we're fine across the board. As you can see, the explosives are going in here. We can actually set these off. There we go. I didn't really want to do that. Never mind. We'll pop that in. No, not why do I always go to housing when I'm looking for explosives? There we go. We'll destroy that. We'll put some steps in, and then we've got a way down. We don't need a double path there. There we go. We'll put that in, and that will give them access onto the levee wall, because as I say, it is going to be blocked off eventually by the pump here. Yeah, so 8 days. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll come back when it's not fine. We are halfway through the drought, and disaster has struck. No, we're absolutely fine. Yeah, no problems at all. We're doing pretty good. We've dropped these down to height of 2, same as these, just to keep some water flowing, keeping this district a little bit topped up. This section here, for this district, dries up almost immediately. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do about that. We just have to ship water in from other districts. At the moment, yeah, we're a little bit dry. Little bit dry. But it is being sent water from 3 districts. 3 closest districts. Well, this district, and the main district, I think. Yeah. So these 3 districts are sending water over to this one. So it should be okay. It's already, yeah, it's already increasing. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Over here, we have nearly finished laying in these explosives for the first layer. I've built the little step arrangement down onto the levee. Over here we are doing okay for wood. That was our biggest issue over here. He says just double checking, yeah. But we are now doing pretty well, so that's okay. I did have to put in some more barracks because we were pushing our limit. Our population is rising fairly slowly, sort of fairly manageably. Okay, we are losing some water in this lagoon here, so I'm going to... Has I let any through? No. There you go. I'll let some through from this double reservoir here, just to top that up. Just level those off. Okay, yeah, and as I say, I'll carry on, and if there is a disaster, I will come back. But I just wanted to let you know that everything was fine. Things are fine. There's no problems. I'll see you after the drought. Here we are, at the end of the drought. And I have to say, they handled it like little beavery bosses. This dried up literally about nightfall yesterday, essentially. So it's literally just dried up. This district is just hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Nobody's died yet, but, you know, the day is young. I did stop this district from sending water over because it was running low, but it's actually picked up again now, so we'll re-establish that distribution line. They are getting on with this, these explosives. However, we are somewhat burning through our supply. Let me just do this. There we go. Yeah, we are somewhat burning through our supply because we're sending over to this district as well now. It's really eating into them. We have a grand total of 120, so that's 12 in this district, and most of the rest over in District 11, I think. Yeah, they've got 92. So there's another handful, and that'll be in the districts that are actually producing explosives. But it's taking a lot longer to produce them than it is to lay them in and use them, unfortunately. So it might be worth, once we've done these 2 layers, to give it a break for a cycle or so, just to help build up the supply of explosives again. No, I don't want to. No. I want to select that. Thank you. Okay. What I'll do is I'll let obviously the waters return again, because that's going to take about 3 days. And then I'll come back and we'll see where we are in terms of explosives. Okay, the start of day 4, and the waters have finally filtered all the way through. That took a little longer than expected. On the plus side, we have all of these explosives laid in here. Back over on the other side, If we swing across, we can see we are so close to getting there. I think these ones will end the episode on, but we'll set off the other ones. See how these go. Let's go from this corner here. There we go. Okay, I did take out the ladder because I figure we can just, each time we can just sort of take that out and lay in the explosives where that was, and we don't have to worry about having huge unsightly lumps of stone left over. And we'll lay in some like this. Are we going to be able to reach all of this? No, absolutely. Well, we'll have to wait until the ladder's in, but probably not. But I'll arrange the paths so that we can reach the explosives and get that laid in. Other than that, we're doing okay. Yeah, everything's chuntering along fine. I have had to build another breeding pod over here because this district just can't keep up with the death rate at the moment. Beavers are dying off more quickly than they're being produced by the breeding pods over here, so we need to keep sending unemployed beavers over from other districts. Luckily, we have a fair supply. Oh, we also have a couple of homeless beavers. Where are you? Where are our homeless beavers? I don't know. Are they in the main district? Yes, they are. Okay, well, in the short term, the best way to solve that is to preemptively send a few over to District 11. That gives us 6 unemployed. That's not too bad in this district. Okay, we can get rid of these paths and lay in explosives in their wake, as it were. I just find it's easier to do it this way and kind of keep up with what they're doing and build in sections and then remove the path than it is to do it afterwards. It probably isn't in any way easier or more efficient doing it this way. It just feels like it is. So that's the way I'm doing it. Yeah. I can't remember if I mentioned I put in more storage up here as well because they were running a bit low on storage space. We can turn these back on to build our water supplies back up. Might as well turn these back on as well. Yeah, everything else is going absolutely fine. Again, I am surprised at kind of how easily I'm managing to cope with the relative disasters. Actually, honestly, it looks like we can reach all of that. Brilliant. Okay, let's go. Lay in explosives. I'm going to do it the other way around this time, I think. I'm probably going to just lay them all in and then destroy the path afterwards. Just to kind of see to myself if it's any more efficient or not. In a purely scientific manner, of course. There we go. And that's going to take a while because, as I say, we're not producing them anywhere near quickly enough. How are we doing for paper? We have lots and lots of paper. How are we doing for power on this circuit? We have lots and lots of power on this circuit. Okay, I'm going to... No, that's the wrong one. I'm going to put in another explosives factory here. We have the power for it, we have the paper for it, we have the beavers for it. I don't know if they'll be able to... I could put another one in there. They draw 150 horsepower. And we have plenty. We have 1,200 without the water wheels. Yeah, I'm going to put in another one. More explosives. Put it in there. Right. Yeah, I'll get them doing that. I'll come back when the explosives are finished over here, and we can end the episode on that note. Okay. We are here. I have got it paused for the very good reason that we are about just over half a day from the next drought. We have our 2 new explosives factories laid in, and they are working. I did have to build a path around here and connect it up to the power because I assumed, wrongly, that water pumps would transfer power. They do not. So I had to nip around the back and put in some connections there. So that's all up and running. That's fine. And we still have a little bit of power left on this circuit even when the wheels aren't turning. Our wood supply is coming back in, which is good. It means we have plenty of wood to fuel everything. I've put in some additional storage up here. This one is purely for explosives and paper, because that's right by our paper mills and our factories, explosives factories. So that will hopefully speed up the supply of explosives a little bit there. Over here, I've put in another explosives factory. We have a reasonable supply of paper in this district. If necessary, I can put in another paper mill. I was going to put it in over here, but I want to put in the new engines, because I'm going to want to put at least 2 new engines in. And I want to have the explosives free to be able to feed the power out to where we need it. And at the moment we're using all of our explosives for our various demolitions works. Everything else seems to be going okay. The water supply is holding. The food supply is good. The supply of logs and everything everywhere seems to be okay. We do have 1 homeless beaver. That's probably in the main district. That's slightly over... Oh, maybe not. No. Because I did put in some more housing over there, and I put in some more housing over here. Yeah, we have a homeless beaver over here, but we have spare housing, so that will hopefully wake itself up in a second. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay, and we'll pause it again. I've put in some farmland up here. I've put in an engine up here as well, and I've laid in explosives so that if and when we bring the power along this path, we'll be able to connect it straight up. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to put in a paper mill and an explosives factory over here as well. We also need a grist mill for the wheat that we're going to be bringing in. So I'll string those along here. What I will do is set these off. And then pause it again. Let the smoke clear. And then pause it again. I'm going to bring the power out this way, so let's lay that in. I might as well put a cross intersection on there. Bring the power out this way, and we will start with our explosives factory, so I think that's the largest. There we go. And then we want a grist mill, which is annoyingly shaped. Okay. What's the paper mill shaped like? I bet it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's okay. We'll put that in like that, and then the grist mill in like that, and they can both share that power. And then we've still got space around here if we need to feed power out of the other side. And whilst I'm here, I am going to put in a high power shaft there. I am going to put T-junction there, and then we'll put in a couple of straight shafts down there to connect up if we bring the power along there. See, I'm thinking ahead. I didn't want to press play, I wasn't thinking ahead. Okay, that's all connected up. Right. So, over here the explosives are going in, but slowly, because obviously our supply of explosives is still quite low, and we are still using a lot of them. However, over here, everything is set up. So, with that, we will end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do give us a like. It really does help the channel out. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more of this. Please consider checking out the other videos on my channel. Leave us a comment down below if you've got anything to suggest, especially in terms of help for this game, because all help is gratefully received. And until next time, please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.